Hey there YouTube, Wrestlin' Optimus here, back with another unboxing video. Today we're going to be taking a look at all the WWE figures that I've been accumulating over the past few months. This is actually part 2, so if you haven't seen me open up all the AEW figures, make sure to check that out. But without any further ado, let's get to unboxing. So I figure we might as well get this one out of the way first. I already have the Wreckin' Ambulance, Convertible, and Motorcycle, so why not? Here is the Wreckin' ATV. And yes, it comes with a Big E figure. This is from the Thunderdome era, where Big E was riding this thing around backstage for some reason. Well, we know the reason. It was to sell this toy, and idiots like me decided to buy it. The figure itself isn't very good, to be honest, and as we all know, Big E is currently out with a pretty serious injury, and the vehicle itself isn't very detailed either, but the appeal of these things is that they fall apart. This one in particular has 6 breakaway pieces, and it is Slam and Spin ATV, the official name of it. Looks like we have Big E kicking Apollo Crews here on the box. We got a couple of different actions. We can swing on the side. It looks like maybe we can launch him, and he can also spin on the handlebars. So we're gonna check all that out in a minute here. Let's spin the box around. On the back, it looks like he's taking on Sheamus as well with his buddy Kofi Kingston. He can deliver a spin kick or launch into the match. And here it is out of the box. Looks pretty nice, actually. I will point out this is one of the only action figures I own that comes with an instruction book. And if we open that up, it tells us all 6 of those pieces that come out of the ATV. We flip it around to the back here. Looks like we have instructions on the different ways that we can use it. We got a launch mechanism. And we have this plate that can either be like a front grille or like a trailer hitch of sorts. Anyway, I think I get the basic gist. Let's get to playing with this thing. So the first thing you might notice is that there are these kind of wrist attachments in addition to the hands that can grip onto these handlebars. I guess that's just to help secure the figure a little bit more because it is going to be flying around. Let's lift up Big E, move his arms here so we can try the first stunt. Oh! I guess it works. So yeah, if you go this way, he flings. If you go this way, he doesn't really do much. But yeah, he can whack the camera, apparently. I think the other way it's supposed to be is that he can move his legs like this, and then he can come driving along and kick people. That's pretty cool too. Now let's take Big E off, and we're gonna see how this thing wrecks. So I think the engine pops out. That's one piece. I think this front grille comes off. So that's 2 pieces. Both of these sides come off. And then this back comes off. Although before I take it off, I think you can put a figure here and woo, and they're supposed to go flying. Try number 2. Whatever. I'm sure on stable ground that'll go flying. I guess even without this piece it works, because you can just kind of do that and launch somebody. But this piece, you can actually bring up here and put it on the front as like a secondary grille. I will say I am disappointed that the wheels don't come off. You'd think like that'd be like the #1 thing that would actually fall apart on this thing, but whatever. Again, there's not much to the detailing, but the stuff that is here is kind of fun. So we have like a shock absorber, we have some flames on the muffler, we have a sticker here for the gauges. So yeah, there's a couple little details that are fun, but really it's just some basic molded plastic. I forget exactly how much I paid for it. Probably not worth it, especially at full retail price. Maybe if you get it on sale. Honestly, the only reason I got it is just to complete the collection of Wreckin' vehicles, because I'm 3 vehicles deep already. Let's show the Big E figure real quick here. It's a basic figure, so minimal articulations. It does kind of look like him. Got his basic singlet. So with the figure, I don't know, this vehicle I'm going to give an 8 out of 10. I think that's where I'm going here. 8 out of 10. Again, I still probably wouldn't buy it unless you're a big fan of the Wreckin' Vehicles or Big E himself, but it is going to be a little bit fun to play with, especially if they end up using an ATV on television again. Alright, let's put this aside and we'll move on to the next figure. Next, I think I picked this one up during one of my Fig Hunt videos, so you'll have to go back and correct me if I'm wrong on that, but this is a Monster Asuka. Looks like she's some kind of, I don't know, zombie? Maybe it'll tell us on the back here. So I think we can definitely tell that The Undertaker is a gargoyle, Chris Jericho is a mummy, Jake the Snake Roberts is a snake man, Braun Strowman appears to be Frankenstein's monster, and Roman Reigns is a werewolf, so that does leave zombie. She does have sharp canine teeth here in the picture, but werewolf's already taken by Roman Reigns, and if we assume that Undertaker is actually a vampire instead of a gargoyle, then that's taken as well, so yeah, why not? This is Zombie Asuka as far as I'm concerned. Let's crack it open and let it breathe, because I'm really looking forward to seeing this mask. By the way, according to the box, this figure came out in 2017, which I think might have been around the same time I got these two. This is definitely Zombie Sasha Banks and AJ Styles. I think all the figures in this line were zombies. It was a specifically zombie line, not a monsters line, but yeah, I have these two figures. I thought I had the zombie Brock, but apparently I don't, or I misplaced it somewhere. The one detail I always appreciated on Sasha Banks, besides the broken sunglasses, is legit undead instead of legit boss. But let's put those away, and we're gonna take a look at this new Asuka figure. Appears to be kind of an elite, I think, body style. So that's nice. Let's bring it a little bit closer to the camera. We got this kind of zebra print on the arms. We got this awesome zombie face. Really long hair. I don't know if Asuka's ever really had hair that long, but whatever, I guess Zombie Asuka does. And we have these cool leather, brown leather boots with fringe. I think they could have added in some more of Asuka's traditional outfit and detailing, but otherwise it's pretty cool. However, the thing we're all looking forward to is the mask. Take a look at that. Fits on there just right. That's pretty cool. I really like that mask. That's going to give it a point back. However, I do got a docket for just kind of Asuka accuracy points, and that's going to take it down to, let's say, still a 9 out of 10, because it's still a really good figure, and it's going to be a great part of my little monster zombie collection here. Next up, we're going to do another kind of one-off figure. This is part of the WWE Superstars line. I recently got a Bray Wyatt in his Mad Hatter top hat, but this one today is going to be Mankind. Apparently includes fabric gear. These figures are really cool. They kind of got that old school look and vibe. This is part of a series that also includes The Undertaker, Papa Shango, and the $1 Million Man. We got some of his best catchphrases here. Have a nice day, Foley is good, the Mandible Claw, and Mrs. Foley's baby boy. Alright, we're gonna spin this around, and time to let it breathe. So kinda like with the Asuka figure, where I already had a few figures to go with her, I have a few figures to go with this Mankind. So this is actually my current Mankind figure for whenever he comes back to TV and I want to put him in a picture. It's got Mr. Sacco. This is a really great figure. I absolutely love it. He's got these little WWE logos on his tie. I also have this one. And by the way, the reason I have all these is because Jen is obsessed with Mankind more so than me. So this is a really crummy old school one. It's kind of stained. I think she got it at a flea market. But she just likes having this Mankind around. In a similar style, we also have Dude Love, but the cool thing is he's got this little button in the back and he's able to kind of punch, I think. There we go. Ha ha! Have mercy! And so now we can add this Mankind to the collection. He's kind of got this He-Man body type, I guess, but there are a pretty good number of articulations. I didn't realize until I opened it up, but it does actually come with a number of extra hands. We'll set those aside and take a look closer at this figure. I'm really liking this. I think it's called an Unk logo right here, but this is Mankind's logo, and we'll flip it on the back. You see it there again. This is nice fabric, as it said on the box, so that's pretty cool. I do like the detailing on the mask up here, how it kind of goes into the hair. We got these rivets coming up into the rivets on the front. Obviously, the muscles are very much exaggerated. This is not what Mankind looks like. He does not have a six-pack of abs, but it is still a really cool figure for what it is. I'm guessing on a WWE Superstar scale, we'll give this a 9 out of 10. Now, somebody that I'm obsessed with, the way Jen's obsessed with Mankind, is Bray Wyatt. I already have a bunch of Bray Wyatt figures, both his kind of normal gimmick, his Firefly Funhouse gimmick, and then of course the Fiend. But the Firefly Funhouse set didn't come with Huskus the Pig Boy, so it was cheaper to get this figure with Huskus than to just get Huskus separately on like eBay. So here you go, got the figure. I will say, I think one of the figures I have is an Elite and one is a Basic, so this is going to be the second Elite of the Firefly Funhouse Brays. Either way, let's just open it up and let it breathe. Oh, by the way, this is part of Series 85, along with Karrion Kross, Liv Morgan, Becky Lynch, Undertaker, and Aleister Black. And I just want to point out that this may be one of the first times I've ever seen Parts Unknown actually listed as their from location. Not that it really matters, but it did come with a couple of extra hands. We got some open hands as well as some mic holding hands. So we'll just add those to the collection. There's nothing about them. They're not gloved or anything, so nothing important. Here he is though, Huskus the Pig Boy. This is the whole reason I bought this. We'll block that so that the camera can actually focus. He's got his sweatsuit on. He's got that chocolate all around his mouth. Oh, I think this is supposed to be like a pencil topper. But that now completes the collection of his puppets in my elaborate Firefly Funhouse display. Insert picture here. Again, I didn't really buy the figure for the figure, so I'm not going to give it a grade, but we will take a look at it. I do like the detailing on the shoes here with the kind of riveting pattern there. He's got the hurt and heal gloves, of course. It's got a pretty nice man bun going, as well as nice detailing on the neck tattoo. We'll see if the camera can focus a little bit there. But it is pretty simple. I think the one I'm currently using is pretty simple as well, though. I just don't understand these orange pants. That's the whole thing. I think two of the figures came with orange pants. I don't recall Bray ever wearing orange pants, so I'm going to keep the one that has khaki colored pants in my display. Continuing with that theme, I already have an Ultimate The Fiend Bray Wyatt and an Ultimate Evil Alexa Bliss as part of said display, and they're in boxes, but I kind of wanted to open up that Alexa too, so I bought a second one. It helps that she's probably my favorite female wrestler in WWE to justify buying a second one, but I did want to open it up, see all of these accessories, and actually, play around with this figure as opposed to just keeping it on display forever. Before we do that though, let's take a look at the box real quick. It looks like it is going to come with an extra set of gloved hands. We're also going to get two different tops, the dress, and her evil demonic face on a second head. If we spin it around, we see that Alexa is 5'1" from Columbus, Ohio. The Twisted Bliss is her finisher, and she's pretty much been a champion everywhere she's been except for NXT. Alright, let's finally let this baby breathe. Alright, we're going to go through everything, but this figure is absolutely incredible. We're going to start off with the great head sculpt here Hopefully the camera can come into focus. There we go. That looks exactly like Alexa. Loving that. We have the Pain and Play gloves, of course. Coming down here, we got the great detailing on the fishnets as well as these high socks. But hopefully the camera can show you here. I've never seen this before. There's actually a toe articulation. And we have some great paintwork on the shoes. There we go. We'll bring it in for an extreme close-up. You can see it says Pain. We have a picture of the Fiend on that toe articulation I told you about. I can't exactly tell what that's supposed to be. Maybe like a magic wand. But this is the Play shoe. Take a look at that. And again, great detailing on the rest of the figure. Here's the back. So we can kind of see how the back of the outfit looks there, as well as the pink tinged pigtails. Now we'll take a look at the other head. Another great face sculpt here. This is with the kind of bun look. Look at the detailing on that hair with just kind of the wisps coming out. You can tell they didn't just copy and paste. They're two different styles on the two different ones. And yeah, that face, wow. So amazing. As you can see, these tops are plain because they're just going to go underneath the dress, which actually has the detailing. This is really cool. It's that kind of leathery material, but I'm loving this paint splatter and the little kind of logo here of Evil Alexa. Let's actually try and get this on her real quick. I definitely had to take the head off in order to get this dress on, but here it is with the pink top and the evil head. All done. It did take a little bit of effort, but she's all dressed. And I absolutely love this figure. This is easily a 10 out of 10. Even on an ultimate scale, this is a 10 out of 10. Loving the accessories, loving the detail work, especially these shoes. This is ridiculous. The face sculpts are incredible. This is one of the best figures you can get, especially if you're a fan of Alexa Bliss and or The Fiend. Okay, so this next one needs a little explaining. I never really intended to get a Stephanie McMahon figure, but since I already had Vince, Shane, and Triple H, I might as well complete the dynasty. With that said, I couldn't get just any Stephanie, so I decided to get my favorite, the Attitude Era Women's Champion Billion Dollar Princess version. You know, the one that The Undertaker and the Ministry of Darkness almost sacrificed on a cross live on national television? That shit almost single-handedly got me into wrestling. Good times. Anywho, let's check out this figure. As you can see, this is her much younger self, circa 1999, I want to say. We're going to be getting the old school women's championship belt with this, as well as a set of pointing hands, and this white t-shirt top that says SMH for Stephanie McMahon Helmsley. This is part of Series 94. We'll turn it around. The Billion Dollar Princess ran WWE during the McMahon-Helmsley era and shocked the world by winning the Women's Championship. This is a series that also includes Edge, Mace, oh poor Mace, Nash Carter, who got wrapped up in a controversy where he got caught taking pictures dressed as Hitler, I believe. Either way, he's gone, but his former tag team partner, Wes Lee, is the current North American champion, Bret the Hitman Hart, and of course, Stephanie. So a very interesting series there. Regardless, let's spin this baby back around and let it breathe. And here it is. This is actually a really nice figure. The detailing is great. Looks just like Stephanie there in the face sculpt. The belt's got some really nice detailing. I don't have this women's championship yet. The top is that annoying fabric material held on with some Velcro, but whatever. I love all the elite articulations, especially here in the elbow and the knees. But I will say on this particular figure, all those joints are pretty stiff. Not much to see on the back here except for all the detailing there in the hair. The women's hair seems to be really on point in the last couple of figures. Anyway, there's a nice clear shot, and that is Stephanie McMahon as the women's champion. We'll add that to my Legends drawer to hang out with the rest of the McMahon-Helmsley faction. Okay, I'm not gonna get political on this channel, but needless to say, when it comes to Mayor Glenn Jacobs of Knox County, Tennessee, we're about as polar opposite on the political spectrum as they come. But with that said, Mr. Jacobs happens to have portrayed my favorite wrestler of all time, Kane. Now, I already have the Ultimate Kane figure, and this is my current Kane figure. But when I saw this Kane figure on clearance for only $6, I said screw it. Plus, this will complete my set of Attitude Era tag belts. Alright, this is part of Series 15 of the WWE Legends Elite Collection with the True FX lifelike details, although that doesn't really matter when the character is wearing a mask. Anyway, this Kane falls about between the other two Kanes I was just showing you in the timeline. Let's spin it around here. And this is part of a series with Lex Luger, Stacy Keibler, and X-Pac. Kane has been WWE Champion, Intercontinental Champion, and World Tag Team Champion, but not a Grand Slam Champion because he's never won the US title. Now, in the real world, Glenn Jacobs played a bunch of crappy characters before Kane, such as Dr. Isaac Yankem, the Evil Dentist, a fake version of Diesel, and even the Christmas Creature, but this is the gimmick that got him into the Hall of Fame. With all that said, let's spin it back around and let this baby breathe. First of all, here are the extra hands we got. They're just kind of a set of mic holding hands. But this is an awesome figure. I love that the hands it comes with are the ones that he uses to kind of make the fire come out of the ring posts. And for scale, here is my other Kane. So they are about the same height. And here's his tag team belt. So we can have a Kane tag team. Check that out. I will say, this one's face looks exactly like his current face as kind of old man Glenn Jacobs whenever he puts the mask on to do, I don't know, a Saudi Arabia show. But this is the face that I remember. And I think I'm actually going to have this one replace this one as my new active Kane figure for whenever he comes out and makes appearances. Because it's his younger self and it's really more how I want to remember him. Anyway, let's get this one out of here. And let's take a look at this bad boy. Pull his arms down. You can see a little bit of paint accidentally splotched on his chest there. Oh well, is what it is. I really like this design with the kind of buckles across the chest. That continues down here across his thigh. And then check out these awesome boots. There we go, I got it nice and zoomed in on the camera. You can see the detailing there with the straps, the buckles, even these knee pads are really, really cool. I'm liking all that detailing on the footwear. You don't normally see them go too hard on details when it comes to the feet. And there's a little better picture of the detailing on the rest of those straps. We'll spin them around here, so you can see the back. Not really too much going on, but again, the hair, lots of detailing, liking that. And if we look at the mask on the front, it's really, really well done. That looks just like his old mask, maybe in the like early 2000s or so. Pulling this back out, I did see a couple of imperfections on the close-ups, so I'm gonna have to dock a point for that, but otherwise, this is a fantastic figure. I do wish it came with a few more accessories. There's lots of things I think of when I think of Kane that you could have thrown in here, but then again, that's also what the Ultimate figure was for. And at the end of the day, I can't really complain about $6. So with all that factored in, I'm going to give this an 8.5 out of 10. Interesting fact, my favorite YouTube video of all time is called Wrestling Isn't Wrestling. And it tells the story of Triple H, only gender swapped so all the wrestlers are hot chicks. Anyway, in that video, when they get to the part about forming the DX Army, X-Pac introduces himself by saying that his whole gimmick is that he's, well, X-Pac. I guess you have to see it in context, but it's hysterical. Nevertheless, I already have DX Shawn, Triple H, and Billy Gunn, so why not add X-Pac? Especially on clearance for only $6 like that last Kane figure. Oh, remember when they were briefly a tag team and the Devil's favorite demon joined DX? I remember. Now all I need is Road Dogg to complete the set. But yeah, let's take a look at this thing. This is, of course, part of that exact same Series 15 as Kane. X-Pac is a former Tag Team Champion, European Champion, and a Hall of Fame inductee along with DX, as opposed to Kane, who's an inductee by himself. The real-life Sean Waltman has gone by a lot of names. He was originally the 1-2-3 Kid. He played Six in the NWO over in WCW, but he is most famous for being X-Pac, part of DX. So let's spin this baby back around. It looks like he's coming in his DX Army gimmick here with the camo pants. He's got a leather jacket, an army helmet, and some sunglasses. That's the accessory game I'm talking about. Let's let this baby breathe and check it all out. Alright, Mr. Pac here actually comes with some really nice clothes. This leather jacket is arguably better than Finn Balor's and some of the other ones I have for other people. It's really soft, so it's really pliable, unlike that other stuff, which is super stiff. One other quick thing, here are the mic holding hands that he comes with, as well as his awesome sunglasses. I don't know how well they're gonna stay on. At least for now, why not? We'll go with that. The camo pants are also made out of that material, as opposed to like leather or anything like that. The hair's pretty cool. Let's take off the hat to really see it. And zoom in on the camera here. Very nice. Not much else, it's just kind of the clothes and then his face. We'll take off the glasses so you can see. There's a nice good shot of him. Looks just like Sean Waltman, the man who famously got super pissed off when The Fiend won by DQ in a Hell in a Cell match. Anyway, like I said, not much to the figure itself, but the accessory game is super on point. We'll put those sunglasses back on here. And I'm actually going to give this thing a 9.5 out of 10. It's really awesome for an X-Pac figure, especially when, again, you consider $6 price point. Alright, I'm going to make an executive decision here. This video is already getting long and there's still a bunch of figures to go. So since pretty much all of the ones we've opened so far fall into their own little categories, I'm going to end the video here, and we're going to pick back up with all the current wrestlers next time, including a bunch of first-timers. So... Alright, that'll do it for today. If you liked the video, make sure to do all that normal YouTube stuff. Smash the like button, share with any wrestling or action figure fans you may know, subscribe to the channel, and spread the word. You can also talk to me over on Twitter at WrestlingOptimus, or see all my best figure photography over on Instagram at WrestlingOptimus. If you haven't seen part 1 of this unboxing, you can check that out right here. But until next time, I've been Wrestling Optimus, and I'll catch you later.